Hey guys, what's going on? Bobby here. Welcome to another episode of Bobby Vlogs. Today, I'm on my way home from college. I'm doing this a little bit later than I probably should have normally been doing it. I got a couple things I want to talk about, and then there's a bigger plot to today's vlog. I just want to say sorry, I haven't vlogged like usual. When I do these vlogs, I always say I'm going to try vlogging a little bit more frequently, but it ends up being a couple weeks, couple months before I come back. I have the championship for iDrive this coming Saturday, and once that gets over with, then I can really focus on different content. Don't know what that means, whether that be gaming stuff, vlogs. I don't know, I'll have the whole winter to kind of really clear up and find something different. But yeah, the championship's this Saturday. It's probably going to be me or Brendan that goes home with that, but Adam, Austin, and Scott, and Wesley, and everybody else that comes out, they're all really good drivers, and so it's going to be a fight, that's for sure. Last year was probably one of the craziest races I've ever been a part of. Speaking of the Carplex, I was able to get somebody to fly a drone and get cool drone footage. Adam's friend Jared, it was funny because I made a Facebook post like, hey, I need somebody to help me with the drone stuff, and then Adam tagged him. I talked to him. We were going to do something this coming Friday, but me and Adam ended up accidentally scheduling a practice session for yesterday, and so like last minute I just sent Jared a message like, hey, me and Adam are having a lot of miscommunication. We actually scheduled our practice for today. Can you head to the track? And he was like, yeah, let me charge up my stuff and I'll be out there. So, and his footage was really cool too. I'm gonna play a little bit of his drone footage right here.
You're crazy. I like you. You're crazy.
So yeah, I was super impressed by how nice the footage turned out. A lot of usable stuff for the iDrive Championship video, which I've already started working on the intro for. The intro segment is probably like 8 minutes long, but it really builds up what last year was like, pretty much a little bit of a highlight reel of what happened this year, and then that final reel has his drone shots in it. And that's kind of like the pump up for the championship. So it turned out pretty well. I was actually really surprised on how nice it turned out, especially for last minute, you know, for him to come out and do that. So thanks to you, Jared. I really appreciate it. And hopefully he can come out for the championship. That's what we're planning on, so he can film the championship races from the drone. And then the other thing I want to talk about before we get into the big old meat of the sandwich, I've launched a Patreon, which I don't know if that's going to end up being a successful thing or not. It might just go to the wayside. But if you are interested in donating, it starts at $1. I think it goes up to, I don't know what it goes up to. But if you want to throw $1 my way, go for it. I know I've had a couple people, when I did Twitch, and I did it for like 4 months, there was people that wanted to donate. And I've had a couple people off and on just say, do you have a donate button on YouTube? No, I don't. But Patreon is an easy way for me to do that and then to be able to thank people properly. And it's simple enough to where if you just want to throw me a one-time fee of whatever, you can be a Patreon and then immediately pretty much decline your pledge. And then it just charges you for whatever amount you said, and then I get that, and then you don't get recharged. Or you can do it like subscription based, which whenever I, make my video, make my content, or every month or whenever we get it all scheduled out, every time that happens, then you get charged that fee. So I wouldn't abuse that power. I wouldn't just click it 10 times a day and take $1,000 from people. But you know, it's a route for a lot of content creators besides myself to be able to get, you know, funding for projects and stuff like that. Because like with the drone thing, I wanted to get my own drone and be able to do that stuff on my own, and then that's like full control. That was, you know, one of the things that I'd like to end up buying. And you can read my whole full length story on Patreon about why and whatnot. It doesn't really give you too much detail, but it kind of my way of selling myself as to why you should. And then I guess this last part, I'm gonna introduce what you guys are about to walk into. Jacob, actually, he'll take my camera every once in a while and he'll start vlogging and whatnot. And he did that thing today. He took my camera. We were studying with Spanish, and then I was working on my mass comm. And he took it, and he did a beginning vlog. And then he asked me, "Hey, I got this thing in theater. Can I borrow your camera?" And I was like, I didn't know where he was going with it. I trust him, so I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And I'm gonna let his vlog portray the story for itself instead of me explaining it.
Hey, what's up guys? Bobby here with another episode of Bobby Doesn't Vlog Part 2. I am here with Bobby, but he's eating, so it's not very attractive.
You see me in the reflection?
You cannot see you in the reflection. But I mean, look, there he is. Anyway, back to the real stuff. So, it's been a day. Bobby had 3 classes so far. His first one, anthropology, and that was good, I guess. Then he had Spanish with Jose Bartolico and Oppenheimer, and it was also okay. And then we had geology with old Grossman, and that was boring as all hell. And now we're just eating lunch, and we're about to work on homework because we can pretend to be good students. Stay tuned. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jacob here. So, what Bobby doesn't know is that for the past month or 2, I've actually been analyzing his every move to recreate him in my theater class. As you can see, I have the ATA blue on. I have his camera. I have started walking like him. I have started talking like him. And he doesn't know it yet. But after today, he's going to find out, and he's honestly going to, I actually don't know what he's going to think about it. So, stay tuned. Another episode of Bobby Vlogs. Today I'm going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to be performing a monologue called Men Suck. Men suck. It's true. We do. I mean, it's like all the time, you know? You, a woman, an attractive woman, want to go out, have a nice time, have a drink. You think, how many nights have I sat alone in this stupid apartment, choking down takeout dinner, watching the same show that I never found funny? Too many. Tonight, I'm going to go out. I'm going to buy myself my favorite drink, put on a nice shirt and clean jeans, and I'm going to buy a sea breeze. Who doesn't love a sea breeze? So, you sit there, you drink your drink, and you think your thoughts. And what happens? Some guy who thinks playing high school football makes you God comes over to you, smelling of cheap beer and cigars, and wants to take you home with him. Thinks you're just melting in the presence of the hot-blooded American male. But they never notice the plastic smile, the forced laughter, do they? Them? There I go, separating myself from them. But I am one, a man. Accident of birth? Smoke? No. So let's say you get one you can stand, maybe even like. And what happens? You get fucked. I'm just calling it like I see it. He never calls. He calls all the time. He acts like you're invisible. He doesn't let you out of his sight for a minute. It's one thing or the other, and no in between. He vanishes or strangles. He fucks your sister. Whatever. In the end, who winds up home alone with the bad takeout and laugh tracks? You. That's the thing that puts people in bell towers with high-powered rifles. The injustice of it. The men piss wherever they want. And you have to wash it off. Oh, that's gross. And you have to wash it off and try to get some business done. Have your heart broken and see if you want to go to work. I look around me at this world, and these are the questions that come to me. I want to live in a world where everyone gets a shaft who deserves it, and everyone who gets ahead works for it. I want an upright world. But things don't spin right like that, do they? I'm Bobby Krug. Thank you.
What's your last name?
Krug.
How do you spell it?
Krug. Oh, look, it's me, the dumpster.
So Jacob, apparently, to my understanding, my full understanding of trying to gather myself, he's been like watching how I talk, how I walk, and everything. And like me and him were playing pool, I think it might have been last week or the week before, and he was like, how do you walk? Like, what do you lead with? And I was like, I thought it was just a weird question. I thought he was just like genuinely just small talking his way, I guess, through. And then today he had me read that monologue, I guess, to understand how I would read it. And then he even had some of my reactions to the monologue, and he wore an ATA Blue t-shirt, and and then today we talked about how I talk. Apparently I have 3 ways that I talk. I kind of talk with my mumble, and it's just kind of off to the side, and kind of like my sad Bobby. And then you have like a normal Bobby. And then you have the Bobby that talks in the vlog. So it kind of escalates as you move up the spectrum. But I thought that was really cool that he did a project like that. And I didn't know about it till today, until it was all over with, which I guess was part of the deal. So good on you, Jacob. Thanks for being like me. Hope it was easy for you. I'm not too hard to mimic. I can't believe he was able to vlog in class while everybody else, And then he came and gave me the camera back, and I ran into a couple people from the class, because I guess he had to explain who I was and everything. So it's like, oh, that's Bobby. I'm like, hey, Bobby. And I was like, oh, you saw him pretend to be me, but then now you actually see the real me. I don't know how well he did it. I mean, you guys can be the judge. Post in the comments. He picked that monologue before for a different project, but he said he kind of vibed with me, which it does. So I give him props for that. I give him a thumbs up. Post in the comments what you thought of it. So I guess that's all I got for today's vlog. I didn't do much. Like I said, I want to keep this thing going, but you know, after the championship, I want to get that video done and put out, and then maybe I can work my way to some skits, or I'll maybe jump on the vlog train again and try vlogging for the winter months like I did last year. So I'm gonna go continue driving on my way home. Thanks for watching this vlog, guys. If you guys liked it, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video I make. Peace.
Okay.